Each of us can count on 1, 2 hands, friends and colleagues that have died in the mountains. Avalanches are a serious and significant objective hazard, killing many people. And I think we do them a disservice if we forget them when we're making decisions. I'm just following the same skin track that I put in day in and day in and day in over years. You have to understand the physical processes of how the snow feels under my skis and snow as it changes over time. It's both a science and an art. It's critical to be very careful and very particular with the ways in which you look at the snowpack. The structure and the layers, single crystal or the snow grain. And that tells me everything. Good morning, this is Drew Hardesty with the Forest Service Utah Avalanche Center with your backcountry avalanche and mountain weather advisory.
Snow tests and collapsing are still indicating the new snow may not initially bond all that well with the pre-existing snow surface from yesterday. So we have a considerable avalanche danger in the backcountry. They'll be most active and pronounced.
I'm conveying my findings of what the avalanche hazard is, and that's the information that I want to give to people. What they do with that information, that's very unique to each individual. Everyone has their own level of acceptable risk. I mean, this is the Wild West. We've always had this unrestricted freedom of the hills. And that's great. There's nothing else in the world like it. But with this freedom comes responsibility. And we don't make decisions like we think we make them. We don't make them rationally. We make them, in many cases, we make them emotionally. But we're not in the backcountry alone anymore. The consequences are not assumed by you alone, but by the community at large. The unconscious mind does not know death. Nobody that goes out into the Alpine expects to trigger an avalanche that's going to cross the road below, knocking the school bus full of kids off. Nobody expects to do these things. And so it's by shaping this, by changing that mindset and awareness that it can happen to me, that may save lives.